Today on Low Carb with Jennifer, I'm going to show you how to make these Keto Candied Pecans and Keto Snowball Cookies. So I know the holidays are just around the corner, even though it doesn't really feel like it, it's hot. So I wanted to go ahead and show you how to make these candied pecans and these snowball cookies. They're so easy, and you're going to want to make these all year round, I promise. We're going to start with the pecans because they need to cook for about an hour in the oven. I've already got it preheated to 250 degrees. And I've got a sheet tray here lined with a silicone baking mat, or you could use parchment paper. So I've got 2.5 cups of pecans here, and I've got an egg white. So we're going to beat this egg white until it's frothy, and then we're going to mix it with the pecans. Doing that, beating it until it's frothy, just means that we're putting air into the egg white. You can use a fork or a whisk to do this. Just like that. We've put air bubbles into the egg white, so now we're going to pour it on our pecans. Okay, so I'm going to mix the egg white with the pecans. Okay, now we're going to add in our dry ingredients, which is 3/4 cup of granulated sweetener. You can use Swerve, you can use erythritol, Lakanto, which is a mixture of monk fruit and erythritol. You can use powdered stevia, whatever is a 1-for-1 substitute for sugar. We're also going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of salt. I know it sounds like a lot of salt, but you really want that salty sweet for these pecans. So we're just going to mix this all together. And the egg white and all of the sweetener is going to clump onto the pecans and make like a candy coating. Okay, now we're going to dump them on this sheet tray and just spread them out in an even layer. Okay, these are ready for the oven. They're going to bake in the 250 degree oven for about an hour. We're going to want to stir them every 15 minutes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started on our snowball cookies while our candied pecans are cooking in the oven. We're going to start with a large bowl, and we're going to mix together 1 cup of almond flour, 1 cup of finely chopped pecans, 5 tablespoons of powdered sweetener, and this is keto-friendly sweetener like Swerve or Lakanto, whatever you like to use. 1 stick of melted butter, and I always use salted butter, but if you use unsalted butter, that's fine. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So we're going to mix this all together. Okay, I'm going to use a scoop that's about 1 tablespoon, and I'm going to scoop them all of this out onto the sheet tray, and then we're going to put them in the refrigerator to firm up. Okay, we've got our cookies formed, and now we're going to roll them into balls. Just like that. Okay, now we can let these firm up in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to finish up these snowball cookies. We let them cool in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and then we cook them in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes, and then we let them cool on the tray for 10 minutes. So now we're going to, I've got 1 cup of powdered sweetener here, and we're going to coat the cookies in the powdered sweetener. You want to do this when they're still a little hot so it'll stick. And we probably will do this 2 times. I'm just going to drop them in there, use a spoon to coat them, and then put them on this plate. This is sticking pretty good, so I don't think I'll do a second coating. But if you want, you could definitely do a second coating. Okay, I'm gonna finish those up later and because I want to save room for my candied pecans. Okay, here's our candied pecans. They cooked in the oven for an hour. We stirred them every 15 minutes. So I'm just going to, it's like it's like candy. So you want to break them apart and then we can put them on our tray. Scoop some of these up for the tray. And look at that. Look at these beautiful little candy pecans. They're so crispy. They are addictive. Okay, let me take a bite of one of these Snowball cookies. They're still a little warm. Look at the inside of those. They're so soft. Those are delicious. Be sure you check out this playlist that I have for other keto dessert recipes. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.